Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can find out about more videos as they come out.
Hi, I'm Cathy.
And I'm Robert Kothe, and welcome back to our final edition of Our Favorite 40 Items.
Just want to take a moment and thank you guys for hanging with us. We cracked the top 10 in the last video. We are now down to the final 5, the last 5 of my personal favorite items for my own collection. Number 5 is the custom acrylic. Back probably around the year 2000 or so, Paws came out with a program where you could get an artist at Paws to make a custom acrylic with the sport that you're interested in or the hobby that you're interested in. So I contacted Paws and I said, well, my hobby's collecting Garfield, so I would love to see what you guys could come up with as a custom acrylic of my items in my Garfield collection. And they went back and forth with Rob doing some renderings and some drawings and some ideas, and came back with an absolute wonderful piece that's been displayed in our living room ever since.
And it also comes with a little book of some of the photos of them creating it and then Jim signing it at the end. Coming in at number 4, the Lighthouse Centerpiece. It's not so much the centerpiece that's what makes it sentimental, and the piece is right behind us. We're blocking it over there, so we'll unblock it.
But we back up a little bit. I'm sure you've heard us talk about, we sponsored the 2011 Garfield Collectors Convention on Long Island. So Paws originally wanted to go with more of a city theme, but we wanted to stick to Long Island because if you know New York, you know that Long Island is not part of the city. So being that we were having the event here on Long Island, we wanted something that would represent Long Island. So we decided to go with the Montauk Lighthouse as our part of our logo, since that's such a huge landmark and such an important part of Long Island. So we custom made about 13 of these lighthouses, and we brainstormed for weeks of how we would do it, the pieces that would go with it. We actually got these at dollar stores and had to put electrical tape around them, and then we also got car pinstriping tape to put around them. Painted, I don't even know how many coats of nail polish are on here, but I actually had these on top of a light board to make sure that no light was getting through. Then we have our little battery operated tea light to represent the lighthouse light. And then when we went out to Paws in 2016, I believe it was, to have Jim sign my Guinness book, he was gracious enough to sign it, and he also drew a picture of Garfield looking out the lighthouse. So that makes that a very, very special piece for us. These were featured at the dinner the first night, so there was one on every table, and somebody from each table won one and took it home, and hopefully it made the trip home. We try to make it so that it was in a couple pieces. It actually folds so you can travel with it if necessary, so hopefully some of them are still around.
Note to painters, between the white and the red painting, frog tape is amazing. The blue painter's tape is spotty and splotchy, but note to painters, the frog tape, incredible stuff.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
No
drippage.
Shout out to frog tape. This is not a paid endorsement, it's just great painting tape.
Nice clean lines, no drippage. It was really, really great stuff. So, number 3. Number 3, you're probably going to be like, what? How could you have so much stuff and think that this is number 3? But this is actually the piece that started it all. It's just a very simple plush of Garfield standing up and wearing Garfield slippers. It's the first plush that I got when I was a kid, just starting to collect Garfield, and to me, it's just a sentimental, nice piece, and it's still in great condition.
So as you see in this picture, it's the one that's on Cathy's lap. Actually, in the Guinness book, they printed the picture, and it's the one that's actually in her lap with the 4 booties on it. Number 2 is the actual Guinness certificate. We're proud of that. We really are. We were not expecting to get it. The Guinness people actually tracked us down.
They actually contacted us, I believe it was in 2013, and for whatever reason, somebody already did have the Garfield record, but they wanted somebody who could break that record. And they had been on my website, lovesgarfield.com, and just looking at the pictures on my site, said that we think you could probably break the record. And I started looking around and counting everything up, and I said, yeah, I think I could be 2,000 pieces. So we actually started photographing everything, and as we were doing it, we were just like, this is work. So we actually just gave up. We just stopped. And about a year later, Guinness contacted us again and said, hey, what happened to you guys? Aren't you interested in beating the record? What are you doing? So we said, okay, let's take it serious. And we had to get people in to verify each item and the count of each item. So it was definitely a task, but in the end, it was well worth it. We did take another trip out to Muncie, and any excuse to get out to Muncie and sit down and spend time with Jim is well worth it. So we're in the 2015 book, and we were actually late to get our entry in, which worked out to our benefit, because if you go to the book and open it from the back and just turn in 2 pages, stop the presses, upper left-hand corner, we're right there, nice and easy to find.
Alrighty. And finally, the number 1 item that Cathy and I both
feel like we should have a
on.
drum roll or something.
I'll edit it in post.
Something special. So,
drum roll, please. There it is in post.
The number 1 Garfield collectible on my personal collection.
Our personal collection list.
The number 1 Garfield collectible on our personal collection of Garfield items is a piece that's, I think, more near and dear to me than Rob. I don't think Rob was as big a fan growing up as I was, but I was a tremendously huge fan. And actually, there's a movie out about him now. I know, but I'm building up to it. So there's actually a movie out now, a documentary about this person, and the item is real. It's a one of a kind. There again, it was around Garfield's 25th birthday. They actually have a mold of 25 of these statues, but each one was given to an artist group, and they were able to interpret it and paint it any way they wanted. So the one that I happen to have in my collection, and I'm thrilled to own it, is called Garfield Rogers. So anybody who grew up and knows Mr. Rogers, this piece is modeled with his sweater and his sneakers, and they did it right around the time that he unfortunately passed away, as a great tribute to him. And it's a wonderful piece, and again, I'm thrilled to have it, because growing up, I used to come home, watch Mr. Rogers every single day. I can't even tell you what my mother went through to get me a sweater that had a zipper. It could not have buttons. It had to have a zipper. It had to be just like Mr. Rogers. So it's a very important piece, and that's why I label it as my favorite number 1 Garfield collectible. And so thanks for watching.
Wait, we have a bonus item.
Oh.
It's not on. It's a bonus
Zeta.
item to us.
It's
no,
Zeta.
It's not Zeta.
It's Zeta. She's Garfield Orange, right?
Finally, we'd like to really strongly acknowledge a final item, the bonus item as far as our collection, and it's what we call homemade items. Throughout the years, some of our friends are very crafty. We've done some gorgeous pieces. And Trish has done some amazing pieces.
Rob's mom is an artist, and she's made me some wonderful pieces. A whole Garfield dollhouse with different furniture inside. It's absolutely beautiful. She's made me a vacuum cover, a fabric vacuum cover, a Garfield butler table, and then I actually did manage to acquire the Garfield resin butler table. So just a lot of pieces that people have made and given me throughout the years.
So once again, happy birthday, Garfield! 40 years. Keep it going. And on behalf of the homage to David Letterman, who also went to the same college and from the same state as Jim Davis, I get to do the final honors.
So thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully we didn't bore you too much. Stay tuned for more videos from us. We may break some of these down and go into a bit more detail. And also we want to make sure that everybody knows our girl here. She's a rescue from North Shore Animal League. She is a purebred Pomeranian who was rescued from a puppy mill 4 years ago. She spent her first 5 years of her life giving birth to puppies, and hopefully these last 4 years that we've had her, that she's been able to just relax and chill out. Hopefully they've been the best 4 years of her life. But we just want to do a little shout out to North Shore Animal League and to all shelters. We realize you guys are watching this all over the world, and there's plenty of animals that are available for adoption. So just think about that if you're looking for an animal, and people think that you can't get purebreds from shelters. You can get all sizes, all makes, all models. So just give it some thought before you go out to a breeder or a pet store to go to your local shelter.
Well, since we've gone there, it's no secret that Cathy and I are coming out with a book. It's maybe out.
Yeah, I wouldn't put this out yet.
Well, no, it's already out there. It's on the website. It's everywhere.
Hmm.
And so it's no secret that Cathy and I are putting out a book. And one thing we're proud of is the percentage of the sales are going to be donated to North Shore Animal League. They are the largest no-kill shelter in the country.
In the world.
In the world.
In the world.
The largest no-kill shelter in the world. We're proud fosters for them. We fostered just about 40 dogs so far, and we can't wait to get our next one. Zeta was our first foster.
She was our first foster.
Had to keep her.
And there was no way we were giving her back. So we've kept her, and we've probably fostered about 30 plus dogs since. They've all gone back to North Shore, and we're very proud and happy to say that they have all been adopted.
And I'm sure we're going to make a video telling you about the book, so stay tuned. We've got a terrific editor, and we look forward to sharing it with you. So thanks for watching, thanks for your patience, and thanks for putting up with us.
Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you can find out about more videos as they come out.